Somewhere over the rainbow.
So this great orator once said that when you die, friends and strangers are going to drop you into the ground, throw dirt on your face, and then go back to the church to eat potato salad. And then he asked, do you want titles or do you want testimonies? Do you care more about the titles on your tombstone or the testimonies of the men and the women who are consuming the ladies' auxiliary buffet? What if I said I don't care? I don't care, and you shouldn't care either. I don't care who stands at my graveside. I don't care who eats finger sandwiches while discussing the peaceful state of my empty carcass. I don't care about the words that get carved into the marker above my head. I just don't care. I understand the point that was trying to be made, but let's be very clear. I only really care about one thing. I only want the opportunity to one day stand before the creator of the universe, the great I am, the lover of my soul, the redeemer of my life. I only care to hear him say, well done. But how do I accomplish that? And this is pure and undefiled religion, that you cared for the widows and the orphans in the time of their distress. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and strength. And the second, like the first, love your neighbor as yourself. I know who my neighbor is, but I don't think he knows my love. He lives on the mountain of my trash while I sit unsatisfied within the castles of my blessing. He begs for an ounce of survival while I consume the abundance of my life. He drinks away his sorrow while I celebrate the extravagance of my blinded culture. I have confused the curse for a blessing, and I have lived an arrogant life. I have certainly not loved with a true heart of worship. But please don't hear a saved by works ideology. I get it. Saved by grace through faith. But what use is it if a man says he has faith but has no works? Can that faith save him? Faith, if it has no works, is dead. It's actually quite useless. What have we done when the plight of our fellow human goes ignored? When children live beaten and raped and we look at them knowing there's no tangible hope that we can offer? I did that today, and I had no answers. What have we done when the wealth of Western prosperity gives us opportunity, and we choose to waste that opportunity on ourselves? Not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of heaven. They will say, did we not prophesy and cast out demons in your name? Did we not perform many miracles? And he will look at them and declare, leave me, I do not know you. Who do you think that applies to? I know beyond any doubt that it applied to me for many years. Years in which the church elevated my standing. Years in which I was encouraged to uphold the religion of my hatred. I am afraid of what it could mean if I, or if we, continue to live within selfishness and greed. No more can we live this way. No more can we accept a lack of answers for a lost world. We must choose to live a love demonstrative of the faith we claim to have. We cannot count ourselves amongst the redeemed simply because man has declared it. But we must check ourselves against the will of the great I am. We must choose to live with absolute abandon. We must serve the lost, the orphaned, the downtrodden. We must worship in lives that are lived with truth. We must live a life of love, and it must be the love of God who actually is love. I think that anything less would be completely unsatisfactory. And I think that's why I'm feeling completely unsatisfied.
So here's the thing, I don't know whether you've figured this out yet, but helping the poor is not an option. How you help the poor is an option, and there are dozens of ways to do it, and I hope you explore as many of them as you can. But if you're not helping the poor, then you need to sponsor a child. I sponsor a child through Compassion Canada because I believe in them and I believe in their ministry. They're changing lives emotionally, intellectually, physically, and most importantly, spiritually. Each one of these children will be presented with the truth of Jesus Christ. Call the 1-800 number, check out the website, sponsor a child today.